Mnuchin says US will consider some waivers on Iran sanctions. The United States wants to avoid disrupting global oil markets as it reimposes sanctions against Tehran, and in certain cases will consider waivers for countries which need more time to wind down their oil imports from Iran, US Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said. We want people to reduce oil purchases to zero, but in certain cases, if people can't do that overnight, we'll consider exceptions, Mnuchin told reporters on Friday, clarifying some US officials' comments that there would be no exemptions. Mnuchin's comments were embargoed for release on Monday. We've said very specifically, there is no blanket waivers, there's no grandfathering, Mnuchin said. We want to be very careful in the wind down around the energy markets to make sure that people have the time. Iran threatening German state stability with WMD, according to Intel report. The Iranian regime has been singled out in a new German intelligence report as one of two countries seeking to obtain weapons of mass destruction, according to a text published by the state of Hesse. The document, obtained by the media, reads in part, "Weapons of mass destruction are a continued instrument of power politics that also, in regional and international crisis situations, can shatter the entire stability of state structures. States like Iran and North Korea attempt, in the context of proliferation, to acquire and spread such weapons by, for example, disguising the transportation's ways through third countries. The Iranian regime's intelligence apparatus' objective is to circumvent control mechanisms in these countries that are not especially subject to embargo restrictions." Iranian pilot arrested after revealing safety lapses on a TV show. An Iranian pilot who recently made revelations about gross safety violations by Iranian airlines was arrested on Sunday, July 15th in Tehran for a few hours. 5 days earlier, Sadeghi appeared on a popular TV show on Channel 3 of Iranian state TV and revealed that Iranian airlines put pressures on the pilots to fly planes with technical flaws. Protest of farmers and gardeners continues in western Isfahan. On Monday, July 16th, for the second day in a row, the tired and underprivileged farmers and gardeners in Isfahan gathered in front of the city's water organization in protest against the lack of water and the destruction of their agricultural farming lands and assets. The farmers and gardeners in the western city of Isfahan demanded their water rights for the second day in a row. Protest of looted investors of Melal Credit Institution in Tehran. On Monday, July 16th, the looted investors of the Melal Credit Institute in Tehran closed the door of the institute in protest to the looting and plundering of their assets. The financial and credit institution of Melal was formerly named Arman and was active from 2012 to 2017. Sufi woman Sepeda Moradi refused to appear in court. Sufi woman Sepeda Moradi refused to appear before the court on Saturday, July 14th. Imprisoned in Karchak prison in Baramin, Moradi is protesting denial of access to defense lawyers for Sufi prisoners and the prison authorities' failure to observe the due process of law. Moradi was summoned on July 14th by the 15th branch of the Revolutionary Court of Tehran by the notorious Judge Salavati. Kurdish political prisoner Zainab Jalalin urges end to executions. Kurdish political prisoner Zainab Jalalin called on the people of Iran, as well as the international community and human rights organizations, to take action to abolish the death penalty in Iran. Jalalin, who was herself on death row for 4 years, has written an open letter addressed to several death row political prisoners, calling on the people of Iran and human rights organizations around the world to form a front against the death penalty.